Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. This is Jonathan with thebigfitness.com. Thebigfitness.com. Don't forget the. So you can register at our blog or register at our channel, whatever the case may be. But just remember what we're doing here. We're just positive reinforcement, information, and testimonial from a substantial weight loss to individuals that want to have a substantial weight loss or just want to get healthy, right? A lot of times what we put in our body is we are what we eat, right? So you got to watch what you put in your body, and what we're doing here is just creating a good, healthy lifestyle. And at this point in the process, I am just documenting and giving my feedback on different things that I wish that I could have had maybe some feedback on as I went through my process. So I'm just, documenting blogs, and then I'm going to do the video blogs, and then we're just going to lead up, and I'm going to start sharing pictures, and then we're going to lead up to the point where we get to the surgery, and then after the surgery, we'll document all of it. And again, I'm an open book. I'm a very not outgoing, but I want to do this. This is something I want to do, and it won't be pretty. Right, but at the end of the day, I'm doing it because I want to help people, and at the end of the day, that's way more important. There's no way that God allowed me to lose over 300 pounds and feel the way that I do, for me to be conscious about a little bit of skin. So we're gonna get through it. So today, the topic of conversation is the spine. At my heaviest weight, again, I was 607. I know you're like, man, if this dude said this one more time, but I was 607. It was crazy, and I felt like it was normal. And the pressure on my spine was crazy. The pressure on my joints, my organs, my bones. There's no way that you can carry that much weight and be who you're supposed to be in life or feel the way that I feel now. Like, it's impossible. Everything is night and day from the way I felt then to now. And it's all due to God. But I'm just giving you my testimonial. So we're talking a little bit about the spine and the amount of pressure that comes off the spine. I believe that for every pound that you lose, it's about 3 to 4 pounds of pressure off your spine. So for me to lose 300 pounds, I weigh 275 pounds right now, and my highest weight I was 607, right? For me to lose that much weight, that's like over a ton of pressure off my spine. So how could I feel or think or be the same person emotionally as I am now with your spine? You control your movement, central nervous system, all that good stuff. Your spine is incorporated. So first thing I want to touch on is a little. We talked about the compression. The next thing I want to talk about is a little bit about my posture. So if you look at my pictures that I'll post, and some that are already up, what you'll notice is when I stand, I'm leaning back because the predominant of my weight was in the front, so it made me lean back. Now that my spine's realigned itself, I was able to kind of get it back to it is at a normal rate, and you'll see me moving my shoulders at time. It has a lot to do with my joints and stuff getting to a normal body stature or whatnot. But my posture, right? So it was called sway back, and then when I was stand, you would see me leaning back. It's because it was so much weight on my spine, I was leaning back. So that's one thing. I refer to my life now as life after death. I lived a different lifestyle. I was a different person. I talked a little bit about the transformation of myself spiritually, emotionally, physically, and mentally, to be where I am now. I just am a different person. My mobility, my flexibility, I'm able to do things physically that I couldn't do when I was in high school. And is it like Benjamin Button or something, right? But it's crazy, right? I feel younger. People say I look younger. Like, it's a real, it's a great feeling, and I know it's through God. God wants me to tell this story so we can save somebody's life that might be the mother or the father of the next president or the next Gandhi or the next Martin Luther King Jr. or whoever, whatever the case may be, right? That next person, somebody needs to hear this story. For some reason, there's no way God allowed me to go through everything to get me at this point, and I'm sitting here talking to y'all just for fun. Okay, so my posture was able to get enhanced. So now I stand up and sit up normal, like a normal person. It's embarrassing, but it is what it is. And being able to get the pressure off my spine, it decreased my risk of chronic health conditions. I used to always have sciatica problems. Sciatica, right? Couldn't tie my shoe because my back hurt so bad I couldn't move. It was debilitating, right? I'll get the steroid shot in the bottom of my back, right? And eventually it will go away. I haven't had any sciatica issues at all since I lost my weight, right? Since that pressure got off the bottom of my spine, right where your tailbone is, I haven't had any sciatica issues. All that compression that was down there and the doctor said you need surgery to this, that, and another, all of it's been gone, right? Ever since I started getting active and I got this weight off of me. So that's a big deal, and I all praises to God for that, because that was excruciating. When somebody tell you they got sciatica pain, I'm telling you from somebody on the other end of it, it's the real deal. That's a very painful thing. So they are not over exaggerating how they feel. They really feel that way. And I can tell you as the patient on the other end that if you can get the weight off of you, I haven't had any sciatica issues since I got my weight off of me and became more physical. Okay. Now, aside from the physical impact, you got to think about the psychological impact that goes along with this. My mental health. I've never been at a greater state. I am who I am. My past is my past. It helped me create the man that I am now. But my mental health from then to now is completely different. I process things differently. I see things differently. I don't allow people into my environment or my atmosphere that don't help me with positivity. At the end of the day, I don't see any reason for anyone to have anything negative in their life that they can control, right? Some things are out of your control, but you really make that decision if you want to be petty, if you want to be upset, if you want to be whatever the case may be, right? I'll tell you an example. I would get stressed out about going to school, right? That's one of those things that if you got something on your plate, you can't really control. That's going to be an automatic stress. You got assignments due, you're working full time, maybe you're working 2 or 3 jobs like me and going to school full time, right? You trying to balance all this stuff. It's changes that happen into your life. Some things are out of your control, right? But at the end of the day, you control your emotions, your reactions to everything that happened in your life. And I'm in better control now that I had the opportunity to get this weight off of me. And I can speak to that. My self-esteem is much higher. Now, I've always had good self-esteem to some degree. But now I feel better and more confident and in control. A sober mind, body, healthy mind and body. I just feel like I'm more in control of my destiny and my future, right? So that's another thing. And I feel more hopeful. Like I have a great sense of hope. I feel like that losing the weight, I've conquered my biggest challenge. And now I feel like I can do anything. Like it's nothing. I feel like if everything went bad right now, that the next day I could build it back up. That's how strong I feel about my change and my ability to do so. When I was that size, I didn't feel that way. So it led me to be a certain type of way because I didn't know if I could sustain it, right? So I took shortcuts, right? I don't feel that way anymore. And that's because I went through the process of becoming a better person. And while I was losing my weight, I also developed myself intellectually. I challenged myself intellectually, okay? So as I prepare to go through my next part of my life, I just want to tell everybody that I did lose this weight again. I did not have surgery. If you have surgery, it's all love. I don't knock anybody that got to get the weight off of you, because when you get this weight off of you, if you can take it serious and get past the mental aspect of it, you are going to feel so much better. I can speak to it. I'm living this, okay? The aesthetic benefits and the cardiovascular benefits are often celebrated, but one thing we want to keep in mind, and I want to get back to the topic of this post, is just the amount of pressure coming off your spine and the way that your body is going to be built different. Now, as we go on and I start sharing these pictures, I know it's not going to be pretty, but at the end of the day, I mean, I'm not doing it to be pretty. I'm doing it to show somebody out there that's sitting up like I was and thinking about the next meal, right? I'm trying to show you that if you take it serious and you become consistent and you have an ally, like I'm an ally, man. Like I don't have what Drake say, if you beefing, dog, you on your own. I can't do that. right? My power is through God, and I don't fear anything, right? And I will give you, if you come to me and you want to talk to me, that's what I'm going to give you. It's nothing out there to be fearful of, right? It's nothing out there that you need to rely on food to get you through. You can do it, right? So this is Jonathan with BigFitness.com. Subscribe to us. We're also at the, if you want tech support, customer service training, sales training, we're at NISHub.com, National Integrated Service. That's us. But we do this. God bless you, and hope to talk to everybody soon. Leave your comments in the comment section if you like.